Hey guys, welcome back to my Wolfed Out Skyrim series. I am Roarin the Werewolf, and this is going to be the video where I talk about what character mods that I use to get my guys, my Dragonborn and my Night Elf the way they look currently. I'm going to be talking about weapons, armor, body mods, hair mods, face mods, all kinds of stuff. Now, I know I haven't put out a video in quite a few number of days. Me being sick, it kind of got the better of me there for a while. So, excuse me if I end up coughing in this video or clear my throat or whatever. So yeah, I'm still sick. So, well, let's forget about that and head into the discussion about what mods I use for my characters. Let's hit it. Alright, first we're going to take a look at the character creation menu, because what we use to get our character the way he looks like is a mod called Race Menu. It allows you to do all sorts of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. All this is just all of them put together. But the mods that I use to get my character is just not only Race Menu, which has all kinds of stuff that you can do to it. I mean, this is just the slider bit that you're allowed to do. Let's see if we can scroll over. You can set presets, which I think it's broken at the moment because I tried to save my Zaliena character in any one of these to bring him back up, but it's not working right. I don't know. I think it probably has something to do with the mods or something like that. Okay, if we scroll over here, we can go to free camera mode, which allows us to circle back and forth around our character, adjust it the way we want to, and we can... Oop, that's another one of my mods. Let's see, LB secondary, we can zoom, or we can rotate the character to check behind him to see how the character looks. Yeah. And then we got to sculpt, which I haven't dived into at all. It allows you to sculpt the facial features for some reason. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Just by looking at the character menu, the way you can do it is just enough. You don't really have to go into that big of detail unless you want to create an actual celebrity or whatnot. I also have a mod that allows me to create Ronso characters from Final Fantasy X, but that's, yeah, I'm not gonna dive into a little bit of that. Alright, we got everything for the body, the sex, the presets, the skin tone, the weight. That's normal. Alright, the way I get my ears the way it looks like. Race Menu adds ear shape, ear height, face parts. I think that's from Ronso mod. Elf ear tip and ear size. So I can create a character that would be a Nord, but would also have elf ears like a hybrid. Yeah, and the ears are not bad looking if they're this size. Though, on my Night Elf character, you'll have to take a look at that. Alright, let's go over to all this other stuff. Now, in the natural game, you got like about this much on up. But, Race Menu adds all kinds of other little tiny stuff, just in case if you're not 100% happy with the way you got. So race menu does do a lot for your character. Alright, eyes. There's two eye mods that I use. One is called Glowing Eyes, which is the one that I'm using currently. Another is called, let's see, what is it? Eyes of Beauty. Just in case if I want to go back to normal looking eye color for any of my characters. Though I'll probably deactivate that mod for right now since I'm not using it. But yeah, we can go super glowing eyes of Uchiha, because that's the Sharingan. And then we got super glowy eyes and purple and uber purple. We got dark vampire eyes. Oh, those are Eyes of Beauty mod. Yeah, some of them are not working. I guess I must have them out of lowered order or something like that. Oh well, that's fine. And we got my Night Elf's eyes, which looks like this. We'll take a look at her closely in a bit. Evil eyes. Super glowy blue. Red. Yeah. I don't know. I've recently downloaded another customization mod for character appearance, so it could be conflicting. I got to take a look at it in the Skyrim TS5 edit to see what's conflicting with all that. All right, let's take a look at hair. For facial hair, you don't get natural beards like this. No. You get crappy beards looking like this, which it looks like my character's all look at that. That just looks so awkward. I can't stand it. He has to have facial fur. So I decided to go with this one. This one looks just about right. Has the Nordic braids right down there. Now, there's two hair mods that I've used. One I've mentioned before, which is Apache Sky Hair, which adds tons and tons of options and has multiple optional files that you can add to your hair list. But recently, a new mod has hit onto the Nexus that has tons and tons of hairstyles for the woman, for the female characters. But it has some pretty decent looking male character hairstyles too. So I decided to have that working along with it. Though the male hairstyles are a little bit more fancier than what I like to have. Oh, that one's actually pretty decent. Yeah, this from the KS. Yeah, the KS hairdos. That is the other hair mod that I use. Oh, that one's actually pretty neat. That one's okay. Oh, we got a hipster. No. Oh, that one's actually kind of neat too. Have all kinds of sorts of things going on, but apparently my character is going through a Geralt phase. So we have that. Another hair mod that I also use is for retexturing the vanilla hairstyles because they naturally look like shit. Let's see if I can come across a natural hair. Yeah, they look really grainy in the natural way, but this one softens them up, gives them a little bit more strain to them. You probably can't tell with my character's blue hair, but yeah, it touches up the natural hairstyle of the normal hair that you can have in Skyrim. Let's see, what mod is that called? Superior lore friendly hair with HD textures. So we got that. So I covered the eyes, I covered the face, I covered the hair. There's also a couple other mods I use to touch up the male body. Let's see, the beard, the custom beard, that is from a mod called Beards, of course. What else? Let's see. No, those two are body mods, so I'll tap into that a little bit later. Now let's take a look at my night elf character. And here we are with my night elf character, Zaliena. She looks utterly amazing. Amazing. Though she's not the kind of race that I wanted her to be in. I tried to get her as a wood elf, but with their bone structure the way it is, I mean, they have these like weird little forehead bone structure and cheekbones that it's hard to impossible to get that Keldorai softness feel to it. So I decided to head with Breton, because they have very little imperfections on the face to get it as soft and as elegant as you want a Keldorai character to look like. Wow, I've done pretty good with this one. I am quite surprised, and partly due because of race mod and the new hair mod that I had installed. KS hairdos. Oh my god. She's sporting quite a bit of jewelry and unique armor, which I'll dive into much later in this video. But you can do all kinds of stuff. One thing with a Keldorai character, you want to make them tall, so you would have to go all the way over at the end for body scales in order to increase their height. You probably want to decrease their head weight. That smallens their head. You can... Holy crap, I haven't touched the breasts. I probably can't do anything because this outfit is not fit for... Oh, holy crap, it is. Oh, holy crap, I can. Oh, that is... Wait, no. No. I can do... No. Hold on. Okay, let's rotate. It does work out quite a bit. Huh. Holy shit. No way. Well, I can mess with the... I've never really even tried it on a female character because my character's been male this whole bloody time. Left breast curve? What does that do? Nothing that I can tell. It probably has to deal with this outfit. Left glute, left biceps. You can increase their body weight. You can increase the weapon scale of the quiver, of the bow, the axe, the sword and mace, weapon on the back of the shield. You can increase the size or decrease the size however you like. All kinds of stuff. Now, she has no facial hair, so I don't have to worry about the beard mod that I have installed. But the hair, the KS hairdos, it adds like over 400 hairstyles altogether, and most of them are female. Most of them. And they're quite gorgeous. They are quite gorgeous hairstyles. So, having the advantage of having a female character in a modded playthrough of Skyrim, wow. This is amazing. Look at it. And this is as close as to my World of Warcraft character as I can get it, with her skin tone, her eyes, and not having the face tattoo. Oh wow, look at that. That's from that movie. Oh wow, and a headband too. And go punk rock. And go, oh, this is... And on the website, All the links will be down in the subscription on the description below for all the mods that I've used for this. It's showing off right here, but on the web page, on the mod users web page, it has every single hairstyle on pictures that you can see. So if you're not sure what you're looking for, this is just too cool. I might have to play my Night Elf character a lot more. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to play my Night Elf character a lot more just to try out these new hairstyles. Look at this. There's so many you can't even choose. Like, maybe I want this one. Nope. No, I want to go further. See how further I can go. Well, what's this hairstyle? Oh, that one's pretty. And what's this one? Oh, that one's pretty too. Oh, that one's nice. Look at that. That's all kind of... Oh, yeah. Weird kind of beehive thing. I love this mod. I've just downloaded it like yesterday, and I love this mod. Now, to get the ears the way they are, you have to do quite a lot of ear shaping. Let's see, where was it? It was in the head tab. You have to go with ear tip. You don't have to mess with the ear size unless you want to scale it down a little bit. Ear height and ear shape, all kinds of wonky, but as you can see, stretching out the ear doesn't look too well. But at long distances, it actually looks pretty decent. Yeah, there's no real good Night Elf character creator race mod out there that I've seen. I've seen a Draenei one, but it's not really that great. The horns are kind of weird and very, very discolored. It's going to take me forever to find a good... Look at this. Yeah, let me stick with this one for a little bit. I'm going to dive into the armor and the body mods next. So let's go ahead and cut to that. Alright, now body mods. Now, I'm not going to talk real much about them because, well, you don't really see my character's body all too much. He's hardly ever this bare without clothing, even when transitioning from werewolf form. But the mod that I use for the male body type is a mod called Better Males. Beautiful nudes, and it does do faces somewhat. So that is another face altering mod. There is a nude option which I don't want to do. So unfortunately, some follower mods that I have installed end up showing male stuff. But I try to edit that out, especially when transitioning from a load screen to another, because the load screen doesn't load everything all at once. So my followers that are not following me at the time, they have to wait until their clothes appear. So I get a lot of that. Like anytime I walk into this house, Zaliena is there, just right in the kitchen dining area, and well, she's not following me at the time, so well, there's no clothes for about a second or two. And since I have my wolf pack actually staying at this house in the guest house outside, Belran and Rogni, they are altered by a follower mod that doesn't add the loincloth. So anytime I walk back there from load screen to load screen, For a millisecond, I do end up seeing their junk. Like, Bellred, put your clothes on, damn it. But yeah, as you can see, this body mod is actually kind of realistic in a way with what a Nord would, I actually guess, look like. A little bit more muscular, especially at the time, since technology is not here and there's not much fatty foods. It has imperfections like freckles and chest hair, though I have a lot more fur than he does, than my own character does. Still, it looks actually pretty decent. I'm not. Yeah. Let's transition to my Night Elf character. And on to my Night Elf. As you can see, character mod body that I use. Well, if you know it, most people actually do have this mod. A lot of people either use something else, UNBP or something like that, or UMB body type. But I use CBBE. Calente's beautiful body... What? Edition. There we go. Calente's Beautiful Bodies Edition. It adds, well, UMP, because I tried it a little bit at the beginning of my modded playthrough. It doesn't. It just only shows nude stuff. And CBBE does have you allow the option to have underwear types, so I decided to go with this mod instead and have the natural underwear type that you would find in Skyrim. Now, having all these mods installed to make your character appear the way you want them to does have a little drawback, and as you can see, it's right there at her neckline. Since the body mod that I use doesn't match a good face mod that I use, you have that neckline of discernible different textures. I can very well tell. The CBBE mod, it's a lot softer, but the face mod I use adds a little bit more grain to the flesh. Yeah, as you can very well see. But if you wear enough different types of armor that, you know, kind of ignore that bit, you don't have to worry about that. Only if you're doing the darker side of modding, you do have to worry about that. But I don't. It is a good looking body type mod, and it does allow you to have the option to actually customize certain parts of the body to make it seem a little bit more realistic, and I haven't done that. I haven't altered the CBB mod at all. You can go in and change the boot type, change the waistline, change the leg gap, change how big the thighs are, and I haven't really done that at all. I just installed it and let it rip. Now, she is a little bit more rounded than what I would like her to be. But I guess that is quite alright, since I have mods that, since I wear armor, and yeah, it doesn't show off as much curves as she's showing right now. Yeah. But let's go ahead and dive into the armor mods that I use for my characters. Alright, now we are going to be covering armor mods. Ooh. Now, there's one question I get asked constantly in the comments. What armor is that? What armor are you using? What armor is for your main character? What is that? Oh, Jesus Christ. This armor mod. Yeah, it is very good looking. Very good looking. And you can find it on the Nexus. And yeah, all you would have to do is look up the name. uh, but the armor mod that I use mainly for this character is called Dreamburrow's Regal Huntsman's Armor. You can craft it under the Iron tab for a forge, and it has many options to choose from. It's not just only the appearance of this mod. You can have like red outfit, which doesn't look that red, or a blue outfit, which doesn't look that blue, or a green outfit, which doesn't look that green. But yeah, the armor mod that I use, the Regal Huntsman's Armor. Let's go ahead and scroll down to all that. It has all these little options, like little tiny sleeve blades that you can have on your arms, or individual shoulder pad if you want one, or a scrunched up hood like I use. There are hoods that go over your head if you want them. Gauntlets. Let's see, normal shoes. We got the belts that I have with little tiny daggers right there, little pouch, all kinds of little stuff right there. Then we have the Huntsman's black armor. Yeah, I don't like the black that much because of that blood stain right there. I think it's a blood stain or whatever. But I have other stuff. I have my shoulder to like actually cover most of that up, so you can barely even notice it. Another little thing that I like to use on my character is these earrings that you see. These are from a mod called KS Jewelry. It adds these kind of earrings for not only silver, iron, steel, ebony, gold. You can have this and among others that are a part of if you want them. And they look great for my elf ears. They look pretty good. Now, there are other pieces of my armor that I use. Oltar's belt. Well, it adds the Dragon Priest mask on the side of my body. Let's see if we can move around here. Yeah, you can just see it right there. I think this is from... I don't know what mod this is from. Well, not really. It could be... it could be anything. Yeah, I have so many mods. Immersive armors, maybe? No. Not immersive armors. Oh, I gotta look this one up. But yeah, you can craft the Dragon Priest mask for the right or the left. Even though this one says right, I think this one's left. Yeah, that one's less. There's a little... I probably have to change that in the Infose edit or something to get it actually spelt right, if I can find the mod. Yeah, if you have a Dragon Priest, Dragon Priest mask, you can craft it under the optional tab and just, you know, have them on your body instead of actually having to wear them on your face, which is a pretty neat option. And you can revert them back to the original using the same method of just blacksmithing them. But if you want more than one of them, you're definitely going to have to console in the Dragon Priest masks like I have in order to craft them, as you can very well tell. I also have a Dragon Priest altering mask altering mod installed that changes the appearance of them, so they don't look all hoary like in that one mod that makes them look all kinds of weird, scary and shit. Yeah. Which I thought was a pretty neat idea. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. Actually looks pretty cool. And then you can have them on the side instead of having to cover your beautiful face that you spent so much time working on. All right, the goggles. The goggles I use for my armor are from a mod called Kalort's outfit or something like that. It adds a whole entire outfit, but it adds these goggles if you decide to wear them on your forehead or wear them as eye covers. It has all kinds of other things like necklaces and a little light fairy thing that if you want. Yeah, so all this brings together my character in the way he appears. I'm also going to mention a honorable armor, which I have yet to actually fully use. I have used it once, but I've not actually had it on any of my videos. It's called the Aesir armor. It had so much customization to just your armor. All of this is one armor mod. Well, you have to find it in a dungeon, but yeah, it's so great. It is so great, so beautiful looking. You can add so much stuff to it. Look at it all. You can add banners. You can have shields on your back. You can have like saber cats heads, individual shoulder pads. Like I want this troll one on my right side, and I want this one on my left. You have a human skull one, a dragon skull one, belt and satchels, and lower fur armor. This mod works good if you have the needs mod installed, where you have to stay warm and you have to eat and you have to drink and all that kinds of stupid shit, which I'm gonna probably have to end up doing in Fallout New Vegas, because I was doing a little bit of mod activation for that. Since I'm sick, I might as well get everything all set up for my New Vegas stuff when I get started on it, instead of having to wait. But yeah, the AC armor is one of the best other armor mods out there, and very, very, very beautiful single armor piece. If you want a little bit more armors to choose from, another couple of honorable mentions is called Immersive Armors and Warmonger's Armory. The Immersive Armors adds tons and tons of new sets of armors that you can craft at any forge as long as you have the materials. So can the Warmonger's Armory, which doesn't have as many, but are fantastic looking. You've seen them in a couple of my characters that I have done over the episodes, like Uthgrid. She has a Warmonger's Armory set that you can see in my Werewolf Wolfpack video. That is the one of the most popular videos on my channel. So check that out. Now let's go ahead and cut back to Zaliena and talk about her armor. And we're back on Zaliena. Now, I'm sure some of you will eventually end up asking, what armor mod is this? Where can I find it? I can tell you one of the questions, but I can't tell you the other question. Mainly because it doesn't exist online anymore. That's a very, very sad thing. And without permission from the actual person who ended up putting up this mod in the first place, yeah, unfortunately none of you are going to get it. At least from me, anyways. But the armor is called the Engineer Armor Set. This armor is much like the Regal Huntsman's armor. It adds lots of little pieces to it, like the engineer skirt, little armor mod reinforcement, shoulder pads, even a helmet that I'm not using that has like weird little goggles, dwarven gauntlets and boots, and belt straps, and the engineer armor set action. It also adds a necklace to it as well, but yeah, I'm not using that either. Very, very lovely looking mod. It is very unlore friendly, but having a night elf character in Skyrim as unlore friendly as it is already, so I might as well go with that extra mile. And since my character in World of Warcraft was actually an alchemist engineer, this actually kind of fits for her in a sense. So we have her all set up. This engineer armor mod is UNBP, which is just the reason why her body doesn't look correctly. Well, to me anyway. And it has this like weird little body boob jiggle that I can't very well catch on screen, at least too well. Yeah, a little too much boob jiggle for her big old boobies are stuck tightly in this suit. Yeah. Now, the manage how I got this mod is kind of, well, it was actually very easy, really. I ended up seeing a famous mod creator put it up as a picture for her character, and I asked her, how did you get that armor like everybody else would end up doing to me, because I couldn't find it on the Nexus. I at least did that much. I at least tried to search for this thing on the Nexus before asking her. She told me it's nowhere online at all. And I'm like, damn it, I want that armor. And she ended up putting it temporarily online, managed to download it, and then she took it back off again. So yeah, I have an armor set that none of you guys can have. None of you guys. But it's unlore friendly, so don't bother with it unless you create an unlore friendly type of character. Yeah, but sadly, yeah, you can't find it anymore. It looks really good, really cool looking. Now let's see what else that I have on her that I'm using in armor mods. Let's see, I'm using the Calort gear goggles set because that looks better than the one for the engineer stuff. I'm also using Arwen's Evening Star. This is actually from a mod that I've covered many times on my subscriber bonus enchanted videos. Ultimate Assortment not only adds a bunch of weapons, but adds all kinds of like little customizable trinkets like this necklace, which actually kind of glows in the dark. And the earrings that she's wearing is also from this mod. Oh, where is it? There it is. Luminous opal earrings. It adds so much more to it though. So much more. And I think you can enchant some of this stuff too. Now, I'm also have equipped Skull's backpack, which increases carrying capacity by 50 points. Now you can craft this at a forge, and it is from the immersive armor set, I think. Don't quote me on that. Immersive armors. Which brings her character to life. Brings it all nice and set up just nicely. She's lost in a world that she's not familiar with, so she gears herself up. Very cool looking. Now, I believe we head on to weapons and off to another question that I get asked frequently. So, let's shoot back to my main character. And here we are with weapons. Now, the other question that I get asked constantly is, how do I have all my weapons attached to my main character? How? How is that possible? How do I have all these weapons attached to make me look the way I do? Easy. It's a mod that has been covered by several mod reviewers for Skyrim stuff. Several. A lot, actually. A lot of them. All of them. All of them. All Skyrim mod reviewers covered this mod. It's called Equipping Overhaul. It allows me to go in and favorite the different types of weapons that I want. And you can't like just favorite 2 swords and 2 swords would appear. No, they have to be individual stuff. Like since the ebony blade is favorited, it's my only 2-handed sword that I can have on. Or let's see if I favorite a Daedric weapon. It doesn't appear because it takes up the 2-handed slot. But if I have the ebony blade and let's say the mace of Avar equipped, they're 2 different items and I can have them equipped. So there's my 2-handed weapon, there is my bow, there's my arrows, there's my mace, there's my axe, there's my dagger, there's my sword, all right there, all individual ones favorited. I can have them all shown and equipped on my main character. So it just looks like I'm like a big badass, which I am. All kinds of cool little stuff. Let's favor keening, and let's unfavorite the beam dagger, and let's favorite, what swords do I have? Well, 1-handed swords anyway. Bolar's Oathblade, and let's unfavorite my Dwarven Beam Blade. Well, there you go. Baelor's Oathblade and Keening all attached to me. That is cool looking. Very, very cool looking. Now, this just only allows you to have your favorites onto your body anyway. They don't do really any special bonus or add any special buff or anything, or debuff. This is just how it looks. This is just how, for appearance sake, and it does look pretty cool, since I get asked that question so many times. Now, dive into other weapon mods that I have. First, let's talk about magic sabers. You've seen them if you watched my let's see, what was it? What video was it that I showed them off? The bonus video for the Immersive College of Winterhold mod for its questline. I showed off a little bit of the magic sabers that allows you to basically have Star Wars in the game. So we got that going. The Dwarven Beam Blades adds animated weapons to your character, so they can be immersive in some kind of way, I guess, since they're Dwarven technology. So instead of having to go Magica Sabers on it, you can just go Dwarven Beam Blades on it, and it will be just fine. Yeah. So let me equip my Dwarven Beam Blades again, and let me show them off a little bit. Yep, little tiny animated weapons that do damage. And since they basically have very little weight to them, they're very fast. It's either that or it's my mods. Now, to couple other honorable mentions, of course, is a mod that I have used many times inadvertently. But yes, it needs to be mentioned in the first place. I use my bow a lot. Quite a lot. So my Nordic assault bow is modified with scopes. Oh yes. From the scoped mod, scope bows. It's constantly being updated all the time, though its latest update got rid of 2 bows from its inventory, a dwarven black bow and a dwarven silver bow, which the silver bow is what my Zaliena Night Elf character uses. So yeah, you've seen this many times if you watch my videos, and you can see how it works. Like the top scope, top lens right up here is used when I'm standing up, and then when I'm like crouched down, it uses the lens at the side and the little targeting reticle right there at the far end apart. So you can have that. You can craft them at any forge, any way you want to. You just have to create the original, get a couple pieces of glass, and then craft a new scope bow. Now this also changes unique bows as well, like the Oriole's bow, like you've seen in the, I think it's the screenshot that I use for special videos like this. It alters Oriole's bow. It even alters the conjuration bow spell, where it has the appearance of it because it looks like a Daedric item. So you can have a conjuration scope bow if you want to do it that way as well. Yes, all kinds of stuff. It alters every special little bow in the game. Yeah. And I was also asked, what mod is it that I used for the Oriole weapons? Stupid, I gotta change that hotkey. I use a mod called, let's see, what is it called? Gusso, Oriole's crossbows and sword. It adds Oriole crossbow in the game. It looks rather beautiful, and it doesn't inherently look like this. I have an Oriole retexture mod installed. Let's see, it's called Nordorian's Orioles and Quiver retexture mod. Nordorians, something like that. I shall have it in the description below as well. It adds this like gold highlight to it, which makes it look gorgeous. Fracking gorgeous. Let's see if I can find another one. Ah, yes. Gold highlighted sword. Look at that. They're subtle but beautiful. Another mod I have installed. Let's see. What's it called? It adds these ethereal weapons to them, but I can't remember what it's called. It's called something different than what it's intended to. I don't know, I would have to look it up, but it's the one that allows me to have these Ethereum rifles and the huge Ethereum outrageous weapons that I have right here, like this two-handed axe. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. That thing is ridiculous looking. It's huge. It's cool. All the great swords are gorgeous. Look at the blade on it. I will eventually find it and have this mod in the description below as well. But yeah, you have to find Ethereum all over the place, and you get to craft this baby. Look how gorgeous that is. Love the shine to it. This is the two-handed mace. This thing looks ridiculous. Look at this thing. Utterly ridiculous. It also comes in one-handed versions as well. Like, this is the axe. This one-handed axe is too big. Way too big for its own good. It doesn't look right. The daggers, though, the daggers look okay. They look pretty rad. And this is the axe. No, this is the mace. Yeah, this is the mace. And the one-handed swords also, too, look beautiful in their own way. So yeah, there's a couple of weapon mods for you. Show off and how I got all this stuff. Now let's shoot back to my Night Elf character and talk about her stuff. And here we are back on my Night Elf character. Now, she pretty much uses the same mods that my main character uses, with a little addition. Let's go ahead and dive into that, shall we? Now, she has a weapon that she uses from a unconventional mod that you would not think that weapons would be in. A race mod. The Ronso race mod. She uses pole arms, basically, from this mod that adds all kinds of powerful new two-handed weapons. Now, this one's one of my favorites, though it's hard to find within the Ronso race mod, though it is pretty cool looking. It takes two of those like little trap swing axes and combine them into a weapon. That's pretty cool looking. She also has a scope bow, but the no longer used dwarven silver scoped bow. Yeah, she has that. Now, a couple other honorable mentions. You can also download immersive weapons, which adds tons of new specialty weapons to the game. Like, let's find one in the first place. Like old swords, like the Armin sword, or the cavalry broadsword, or the captain cutlass, or let's go down to Elven, the Alkiri crown scimitar, or the Albanian savior. All kinds of shit. Immersive weapons adds tons of new weapons into the game. And, oh, yes. So good. Now, another honorable mention is a mod that reshapes the weapons and makes them, like, smaller. Instead of having those big bulky weapons that you have, there's a mod that slims them down, which is what I use for my normal vanilla weapons. And it actually adds sheaths to some of them too. It adds sheaths to great swords. It adds all kinds of nice little tiny details to the normal vanilla weapons to make them stand out a little bit better. Oh, there's one. I'm trying to hold back that one. But yeah, the weapon mods that I use for my characters. Now, put them all together and you have what I've created here. Which is quite something. So, use this video. I mean, if you have a PC and you're capable of modding Skyrim or Fallout 3, do whatever you want. But if you want to actually create a lasting character that you might want to get attached to, use this video. Find just the right thing you want and stick with it, like I have, unfortunately. So, I hope you enjoyed watching this video with me talking about the character mods that I use for my Night Elf and my Dragonborn. Even though I'm quite sick. So, You guys stay furry. I will see you all in the next video. And see you later. Bye.